Welcome back, everybody, to the Chicago Bears franchise. Before we head into Week 4's game here, taking on division rival, the Minnesota Vikings, I wanted to really take a look at the negotiations for possible re-signing guys, which is going to be obviously huge. When Caleb Williams got a year left on his deal, same thing with Luther Burden. But Jalen Johnson's up. You got Keaton Mitchell. See, the Keaton Mitchell thing is going to be very interesting. With the re-signing of DeAndre Swift last year, you got Joe Thuney, you got Montez Sweat. I think Sweat is a good chance to let go, possibly, but Thuney I'd love to bring back. But there's a lot of guys. You can see Dahlman on here. I mean, I'd love to bring back Jalen Johnson. So right now, I'm not quite sure what to do. I see that cap room at $88 million, but I know Caleb Williams' cap hit next year is going to be brutal, and we're going to have to really think about re-signing him. He's the face of the franchise. He's an MVP quarterback. He should be coming up hopefully this year. Led us to a Super Bowl last year. Didn't get the job done, but we're hoping we change that around this year. But we got to really think about that cap. We really do. As we head into Minnesota, taking on this Vikings team, Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings team trying to turn it around right now. 1-2. We're 3-0. Here we go. Let's get it underway. As play action, McCarthy looking down the field. And there is JJ on the outside, caught for a first down. You know, really got to think about it. If Minnesota can't get stuff done, do you think about maybe getting rid of Justin Jefferson as Devontae Macklin coming through for the sack? You know, maybe think about getting whatever you can for him. I don't know. It's a possibility. 3rd and 9. McCarthy looking. He's going to just take this, throw it away, and complete. And nice pressure from Devontae Macklin again. As you can see, we've got kind of the old school unis on here today, both teams. All right, 1st and 10. Here is DeAndre Swift getting around the edge, getting some nice blocking. He's got a first down up to the 33-yard line. Give him 15. Said before, the lighting in this stadium is just crazy. It is not easy to see, as there's Colston Loveland with the catch and a first down. Really like to get Colston Loveland going here. And I see also in the latest update, which is in this game, the next 2 games right here will not be with the update. That'll be a couple games from now. As here's Colston Loveland with another good grab. He's down to the 28. But he got they upgraded his face, so that's awesome to see. He's got a new scan, so I checked it out. Looks pretty good. As Luther Burden with the grab, and Burden's going to be in for the touchdown. The great season for Luther Burden just continues. What a grab, breaking some tackles. Burden in for the touchdown. We'll take a 7-0 lead. So let's see what this Minnesota offense can get right back at it as they dump this one off. Running room up the sidelines up to the 49-yard line. First down, Minnesota. 3rd down here. We're going to bring some blitzing. But McCarthy gets out of there, and he has got the first down. Can take off, obviously. 3rd and 12 once again. He's not going to be able to take off this time when the throw is offline, and Adrian Davis is going to pick it off. The pressure from Montez Sweat leads to the bad pass, looking for TJ Hawkinson, and Davis takes it, picks it off, and will turn over on downs. Can we take advantage of the turnover here? There's Loveland over the middle. He is having a nice first quarter here. Good to see. Like I said, he has a big-time talent, obviously number 10 overall pick a few years ago. So just trying to continue to get him involved. There's definitely so many weapons. You want to run the ball as well, going up top, and look at Jermaine Burton going up for the grab. Trying to get him in this offense as well. You know, drafted by Cincinnati, just an absolute bust. But, you know, hey, maybe we can get something out of him. You know, he has a lot of talent, as Colston Loveland will be in for the touchdown. Kind of a pick play there on the outside that works out perfectly. And Colston Loveland in for the touchdown. 14-0 lead. So now Minnesota in trouble here. Well, actually, we would get the extra point blocked. So it is 13-0. But what are you doing there? Ruben Hippolyte with the interception. What was that throw from McCarthy? Maybe it's the light. I don't know. I mean, he just sees Justin Jefferson out there. I'm guessing he's thinking nobody's on him. And Ruben Hippolyte's right there. I am not sure what J.J. McCarthy's thinking. Not at all. Now, speaking of Thinking about trading Justin Jefferson. Is a nice run here from Keaton Mitchell down to the 12. You know, if you go, I don't know, maybe you go 6-11 this year for Minnesota right now, the way they're going. Is this it for McCarthy? That's a really good question, too. And trying to find Luther Burden. Had him there. Just missed the throw to Caleb Williams. Don't really see that too much so far this season. So we'll just bring out the field goal unit. This one is not blocked. So the kick is up. It is good. 16-0. Here's the lead. Still just a 2-possession game. But J.J. McCarthy so far in this first half, 2 picks. He's got to pick up the play. And you got to find that guy right there. Justin Jefferson with the grab and a first down up to the 40-yard line. 2:19 left here in this first half. 3rd and 4 looking. Going up top. And Brisker hit him right in the face. Would have been great if he would have picked that one off too, but hits him in the face, falls incomplete. You know we never have luck with those 50-50 balls. So set up about a 41-yard field goal attempt here to get Minnesota on the board. Snap high. Nice job by the holder as the kick is up, and it is good. So Minnesota finally on the board here, 16-3, 2 minutes left. See if we can get something here offensively. We'll get a screen to Swift. Swift's got some room to run, and Swift up the sidelines of the 46-yard line, and a first down. Haven't really utilized him as much in the passing game so far this year, but I'm sure we'll have our moments for sure. We're going to get him involved. As underneath, caught Colston Loveland. This has been his game. Close to another first down. Less than a minute left. Got plenty of time here. You know what? Caleb Williams is just going to take this himself. No risking any bad throw or a knockout. Just take it yourself. Still got all 3 of your timeouts. Plenty of time to the outside. And there is Rome Odunze with the grab. Still good. We call a timeout here. But 2nd and goal from the 9. Caleb rolling out, looking. Has a man incomplete. Odunze can't hang on. It was right there in his hands. 3rd and goal. Got him to the side of the end zone. Loveland, he can't bring it down. It's going to fall incomplete. So bring on the field goal unit once again. 2 failures here in the red zone. But more points. Kick is up. It is good. 19-3. And with that drive, we wasted enough clock that Minnesota wouldn't be able to do anything with it. We'll head to halftime with the 16-point lead at the break. So let's take a look around the NFL here in week number 4. All right, you got big game. I mean, Dallas is 0-3. Washington at 1-2, trying to take command here. Giants playing a little bit better this year, and obviously got Philadelphia as the Commanders take down Dallas 27-13. Dak Prescott only 142, and the Dallas Cowboys are now 0-4. They have really given themselves a hole here. We'll see if they can make it up in a very tough division. Let's go down to Miami. You got New England, Miami. Man, what has happened to the Dolphins in real life? Tua is just terrible. McDaniel, yeah, I said it's just terrible. But this time, Tua hurdling defenders in the rain. They got a 14-10 lead at halftime. That's a big game for the AFC East here early on. All right, let's head down to Jacksonville. New Orleans at 2-1. Jacksonville at 2-1, trying to make a statement here in the AFC. As this is an end around to ETN, cuts it up, breaks off a couple of tackles, in for the touchdown. Lawrence had a touchdown as well. 14-10 lead here at halftime for Jacksonville as they try to go to 3-1. So we see that Detroit and Green Bay play the Sunday night game, so we'll have to wait and see on that one. Obviously, Minnesota here. See where everything sits in the division. But we'll get the second half rolling. DeAndre Swift's got some room to run, and Swift with a big run to start off the second half. And once again, everybody, thank you so much for all the support. Continue to hit that like button. Subscribe if you're new. Comment down below what you think of the franchise so far. Where do you think this team's possibly heading? Are we ready for another Super Bowl run? We'll see. NFC's definitely tough. No joke about it. All right. First down, moving the ball here out of the second half. 2nd and 3, handoff to Keaton Mitchell with the speed. That's a perfect start to a second half. Keaton Mitchell, touchdown. You know, that middle 8 period, 4 minutes to half, 4 minutes out of the second half. Already 2 possessions back-to-back, field goal, touchdown, 10 points, and we got a 26-3 lead. And this Minnesota offense is just, they need something. I mean, going to that guy has been the real key in this game. Justin Jefferson obviously has another grab there. Just run game, they're not really productive. They don't get much from T.J. Hawkinson. That's a good play to your fullback for yardage down to the 4. Speaking of Hawkinson, he's a little bit shaken up as he is back on the field, though. On a 3rd and goal. McCarthy looking. He's going to be brought down. Ball is loose. Thibodeau with the sack. Luckily for Minnesota, they will recover, but they can't come through with a touchdown in the red zone. Just pick up a field goal. But their defense will get a 3 and out. That's still a 26-6, 20-point game. But over the middle, that's going to be caught first down. Yeah, is McCarthy really the answer? I just don't know. I think their offensive line maybe needs a little bit of an upgrade. They got to get a more consistent run game. Obviously, bringing in Aaron Jones was a huge thing, but he just can't stay healthy. I mean, we got Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison. Hawkins is a great tight end. You have weapons in the pass game. It's just, can the guy get you the ball? As you can see, that's overthrown. That should have been a touchdown right there. So they're going to go for this one. 4th and 6 as we are in the 4th quarter. Must go for it situation. McCarthy looking. He's going to run out of time. Jared Roth comes through, brings down McCarthy. Macklin is a little bit shaken up, but a turnover on downs. And Minnesota, once again, failure in the red zone. Wide open, Colston Loveland having the best game of the season here. But yeah, Minnesota, I mean, you play in probably the toughest division. You know, we've won the division 2 years in a row. Go to the Super Bowl last year. Green Bay in the playoffs. Detroit in the playoffs. You know, each one of these years. So it's just oh man, in for the touchdown is Keaton Mitchell, his 2nd of the game. Once he gets the edge, the speed is just, you can't catch up to that. You really can't. But yeah, Minnesota, you know, the pressure's got to be on. Every other team in this division is performing well. You got to step up. They would get a late touchdown, but it doesn't matter. 33-13 is going to be your final. And we will still remain unbeaten here early in the season. Right now, sitting at 4-0. Caleb Williams, 18-29, 242, 241, and 2 touchdowns. And Swift was 70 on the ground. Keaton Mitchell had 68, couple of touchdowns. Yeah, the run game, solid here. But Colston Loveland, great game. 8 for 130 and a touchdown. That's what you want to see. I was hoping he would get more involved. No doubt about it. So that is a really good game. I mean, it's going to be week to week, spreading things out. I think Luther Burden might be the guy week to week that really does stuff all the time. But, I mean, you just want to get the ball in Loveland and Adunze's hands, no doubt about it. They are big-time guys. This Thibodeau actually had 2 forced fumbles. Walter Nolan had the 1 recovery. But Loveland, after the game, has a skill point upgrade. I think we just probably do, vertical threat, keep the scheme fit. There you go, man. Break tackle, catching traffic, change of direction, deep route release, spec catch, spin move, and trucking. But the 3 catching traffic will probably be pretty big there, as that will get it up to an 87 overall. Still got to work on the route running a little bit. So Detroit now 2-2, Green Bay 2-2, as we're sitting 4-0. Minnesota drops to 1-3. Look at the Giants at 3-1. Atlanta 3-1. New Orleans is actually 3-1. So New Orleans won that game. So pretty close so far, taking on this Seattle team who looks pretty good. Offensively, it looks solid, but defensively, under Mike Macdonald, they've been playing pretty well. Right now, sitting at 3-1. Sam Darnold's still there, still their quarterback. So they haven't gone in any other direction. It seems like it's been working out for them. So this is going to be a tough matchup. As you can see, let's go to the defensive side here. Just take a look at some stats. You can see 6th in the league defensively in the pass game. So the pass defense is fantastic. Now, as for the rush defense, they're 3rd worst. So we might have to think about that. But sometimes these stats can be a little deceiving. Sometimes you can have a bad run defense, but that just means that, I don't know. Could be a little hit or miss. Same thing like a bad pass defense. I feel like if you have a bad pass defense sometimes, that's just because you're up. Teams have to throw on you. You're just going to let up a little more pass yards. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if we can utilize that bad run defense for Seattle and possibly take advantage with the running backs we have as Devontae Macklin. He was fine after that game. Comes through with the sack. He has definitely made an impact up front. He has been fantastic as a rookie. 3rd and 14. Darnold's going to go down again. It's the other side and Walter Nolan. Man, these two guys, acquisition in the offseason, have really paid dividends here so far up front. All right, here we go. Offense. We've got the alternate oranges on today, but look out. Caleb Williams is going to go down. So this is their pass defense, their pass rush, pretty good here in Seattle. But on 3rd and 22, not going to really think about running the ball here. Caleb looking down the field, and he fires, overthrows Odunze. He's not picking up that first down anyway. So Seattle, their defense comes out, forces a punt. As here's Kenneth Walker, or K9, as he got some running room. And he's got a first down up to the 40. Give him 25 yards. Go right back to him, but this time we actually set the edge, and Jared Roth comes through to bring him down. That's all you got to do. Just set that edge, clean it up after that. 3rd and 13. Darnold underneath. That is caught. Smith and Jigba with the grab, and he is going to be short of the first down, but they are in field goal range here. About a 53-yard field goal to give Seattle the early 3-0 lead, and the kick is up. It's drifting a little bit, but it stays up there. It is good. So, yeah, Seattle, early 3-0 lead. Trying to give us our first loss of the season. Let's go to that run game. The run defense. As we get through there, DeAndre Swift breaking through one tackle. He's got a first down. Go to the pass. Good protection. Underneath the Colston Loveland. Loveland up the field's got a first down to the 35. Coming off that really good game against Minnesota. Get some confidence rolling. It's the 4-man rush. We got all day to throw. Going up top. Odunze's got it. He's in for the touchdown. Not the greatest throw from Caleb Williams, but Odunze, just the great receiver he is, makes the adjustment. No, you're going to get hit, hangs onto the ball. Enough momentum to get in for the touchdown, and we'll take the lead here 7-3. Yeah, that should have been a better throw. No doubt about it, but it works. We'll take the lead. Seattle play action. Oh, man. Geez, that was... I can't tell. Was that Jared Roth on the outside? Kenneth Walker with a nice broken tackle for the first. Just lit up their right tackle or their tight end. That was crazy. Oh, man. Right off the edge is Montez Sweat. And that was unblocked. Just came straight through for the sack. So now they're going to go empty here on 3rd and 13. Darnold looking, pressure underneath it is caught. That's going to be well short. That's going to be a punt. Once again, the pressure is there. We're getting pressure with 4. And anytime you can get pressure with 4, that is absolutely huge. You can just drop 7. It's just so tough. As Byron Simmons with the grab in a first, but I think, is he a little bit shaken up there? Yeah, he is. All right, we'll have to take a look at that. You know what? Caleb's just going to take off himself, slide down. Could have picked up a few extra yards there, but that's okay. I'd rather make sure to slide down and don't have to worry about that. Bruised knee for Simmons. He can return. As once again, could have waited there and maybe had Burton with the, touchdown, but I don't know if it would have been a touchdown. It would have been close, but we'll still pick up the first. There you go. On the money to Odunze. Great pocket there for the pass pro. Just a perfect lob pass over the defenders. And we're down to the 8. Now hand this off to DeAndre Swift up the middle. And DeAndre Swift has got the touchdown. We'll take a 2-score lead now, 14-3. Just like that, 14 unanswered after the Seattle field goal. 7:19 left here in this second half. They're going to hand off to Kenneth Walker. He's going to break off a tackle. Breaks off another one. Finally, it is Roth who brings them down. But, geez, maybe he should give this guy a little bit more carries. Kenneth Walker's running all over us at the moment. That's a nice throw. Nice throw by Sam Darnold. And actually, I was very surprised to see that Sam Darnold here in season number 3 was still their quarterback. Maybe I just don't I just don't think of him as a franchise quarterback. Maybe I could possibly be wrong. I don't know. It's just strange. The whole Daniel Jones, Sam Darnold kind of resurrections. It's just very weird. But honestly, it just shows you that coaching just makes so much of a difference in the NFL. It really does. Like, these guys are talented. No doubt about it. You know, you're not usually a first-round pick for no reason, as Darnold's going to step up in the pocket, finds Rondale Moore, touchdown Seattle. You know, you get the right coaching, right scheme, and these guys can be good. I mean, look at Baker Mayfield. I just feel like, yeah, anytime. It's almost crazy. Like, anytime anybody goes to Cleveland, it's just a disaster. As that is a great grab from Odunze. I mean, look at just what happened to Joe Flacco. I mean, I know it's only one game in Cincinnati, and you're throwing to Jamar Chase and T. Higgins. But really, the key to that game against Pittsburgh, I would say, Caleb Williams, we got to get rid of that one. Big sack. Was really Chase Brown. Their run game against Pittsburgh was really key to that game. Just shows you, if you have a really good run game, everything can really, work from that. Wide open, though, is Luther Burden. Burden down the sidelines. Got lost in coverage and a huge first down after the big sack. Down to the 20. It does. It shows you. Any team, if you have that run game going, it just opens up everything else. And then, like I said, especially when you have a receiver like Jamar Chase, it's a lot easier as Burden gets it upfield. He's in for the touchdown. Luther Burden. He's starting to turn into kind of Jamar Chase for us. No doubt about it. He is an absolute mismatch. In for the touchdown. We answer Seattle's TD. It's down back to 11. 21-10's the score. But now Seattle has some time. There's Smith and Jigba for the grab. He's near midfield, and Seattle called their first time out. Oh, the blitz from Thibodeau! Brings down Darnold. They have to use their second. And now a third down. Just goes underneath, caught Rondale Moore. And that stop, you know what? I think we're content going to halftime after the punt. And that'll bring us to half. 21-10 is your score. Great job answering that touchdown there before halftime. We'll go in with the 11-point lead. All right, let's go around the league here. See what's happening. Maybe in division? Dallas looking for that first victory, taking on the 3-1 Giants, and maybe they get it done. Hurdle into the end zone. Touchdown Dallas, and they take down the Giants 20-19. That win right there might have just saved Dallas a season right now. Probably did. Here you go, Detroit, Minnesota. Minnesota needs this win big to kind of stay in the division. But based off this highlight, it's not looking good. As Goff's going to roll out, fires downfield, has an open receiver, caught. There's that Tesla right there. And they take down Minnesota 19-9. Minnesota drops to 1-4. All right, we got Ravens, Cardinals. This Ravens team, we will see next week. Never easy. So Lamar Jackson's going to roll out. Lamar's going to fire this one, and this one is caught. Mark Andrews has got the grab. Andrews spins out two defenders, one of them being Budda Baker there for the touchdown. Ravens 20-14. Yeah, we'll see them next week. We're going to have to find a way to contain Lamar because he's just going to take off. He really was. Man, look at Atlanta taking down New Orleans 35-3. And Green Bay was losing to the Raiders 14-3, so that could be huge. We could really kind of take control of this division. The ball is loose, and Seattle's going to recover. Oh, man. Ali, who we just brought in pretty much for return purposes, fumbles. Now our defense is going to have to step up, and Devontae Macklin coming through for the sack. There's one thing about special teams. I can't take turnovers in special teams. It's just, you can't turn the ball over there, man. I'm almost a one-and-done situation. It's unacceptable. 3rd and 5. They're going to throw this out. Nice spin move. As Carrington is there to bring him down, but short, and they're going to go for this. 4th down and 1. Darnold to throw. Receiver has the grab, and he's down at the 1. Oh, that was really good coverage by Jalen Johnson. Just throw a little bit better. Wicks has the catch. 1st and goal now from the 1. trying to take advantage of this fumble. Kenneth Walker's got it. Touchdown. So Seattle, man, we had a chance to really make a 28, possible 10 game because of the fumble. Now they're going to go for 2. It's going to be a 3-point game just like that. I'm going to hand this to Walker, and nice job by Davis. Getting around the blocker there, brings them down to the 2-point fails. It's 21-16. Yeah, turnovers normally just are killers. You know, wide open is Cole Kmet. Absolutely wide open. But special team turnovers, that's what gets you cut real quick, right? It really does. I can bring somebody else in. So we're going to go back to Colson Loveland. Tight ends making a difference here. Mismatches right here. That's a catch. That's another first down here. We're trying to answer right back. At least maybe get, I love the touchdown. Take a 2-possession lead. Flag on the play. Keaton Mitchell with a really good run. Will this hold? That was a quick flag, though. It's actually an offsides on the defense. So we'll decline that penalty. Take the first down run. Down to the 8. Now 1st and goal from the 8. Caleb looking. Has him. Luther Burden has got the touchdown. He is an absolute menace. I don't know if you can leave him one-on-one. I don't think so. Luther Burden in for the touchdown. And a great drive down the field after the special teams turnover, allowing Seattle to get the touchdown. All right, 12-point game, 28-16. That's a perfect play to Kenneth Walker. Price is going to bring him down, force him out of bounds, but that will be a first down for Seattle. 2nd and 10. We bring some heat this time. Oh, that is a perfect throw from Darnold. Wow. On the money first down. Great throw. He stopped him though. 3rd and 6. Just a 3-man route. We had it covered up, and Carrington Valentine comes in off the nickel blitz for the sack. So Seattle's now going to have to settle for about a 51-yard field goal attempt. And down the middle. Wind not really crazy here today, but it is Chicago. Kick is up, and it is good. So Seattle gets a field goal. Big sack on that 3rd down. 28-19 is your score. Hand off to Swift. Nice cut up there through that lane. He's got a first down. We're going to pretty much head into this 4th quarter. 9-point lead. Trying to remain unbeaten. Underneath, and great pass pro there. Burden kind of had it. Maybe the throw should have let him in a little more. And Seattle gets a stop. So now, like I said, still 2-possession game. But what can Seattle do? As that's going to be Walter Nolan to bring him down. Is that going to count as a sack? I think it will. So Nolan brings him down. Darnold, 3rd down and 7. How do you play this defensively? We're going to bring a stunt, and it worked. And you know what? That's a great tackle by Roth because he's a tad short. The way he pulled him down, knee hits. Wow. Absolutely huge. Seattle decides to punt. Trust in their defense. And I guess the trust is there as Caleb Williams gets absolutely decked. Man. I'm glad he's okay after that. 3rd and 20. Nobody really opened down the field, but the problem is they play man-to-man coverage, allowing Caleb Williams to take off, and he's got the first down. Jackson Smith and Jigba's like, are you kidding me? That is a massive first down. As Swift now gets the edge. Swift takes a big hit, but he's got a first down. That's huge. Because if we have to punt there, there's still plenty of time left in this game. Seattle's got time now. We've wasted a couple minutes more after the clock. Drive continues. If we can add more points, that could be it for Seattle. Firing, who else? Go to Luther Burden. Luther Burden's the man, first down. The clock continues to roll. Set up a screen to Swift. Got some blocks. He's close to a first down. All right, Caleb, this is okay. First, I saw that. I was like, I hope he is okay. 3rd down, Keaton Mitchell up the middle, new set of downs. And because of that 3rd and 20, we can now bring this almost down to the 2-minute warning, depending if Seattle starts calling timeouts. 1st and goal. Caleb is going to go down for a sack, and they will start using their timeouts. 2nd and goal. Firing, Luther Burden's got it. He is down to the 1. All right. 3rd and goal from the 1. Hand to Swift. He's going to be stuffed. That'll be the final. Oh, actually, that's going to be their 2nd timeout. We had the injury timeout. Trapio's okay. But we're going to go for this here. 4th and goal from the 2. Trust in this offense. Trust in Caleb Williams. And trust in Luther Burden to bring it down for the touchdown. His 3rd of the game. That is absolutely huge. And right now I'm saying it, that 3rd and 20, play the game. Just change the whole thing. There were 7 minutes left in this game. And now there's 2:26. We're going to go for 2. Looking. Hasn't made over the middle, but we're going to overthrow it incomplete. But still, we pick up 6. 15-point game. It's still a 2-score game, but still, I mean, just the clock erasing away is really what's more important for Seattle. Now you're down to 1 timeout. You're less than 2 minutes. You need a quick score. You're going to have to get an onside kick or game's over. And that's not going to help out your cause. I think that's going to be a false start. It is. So, man. Now it's a 4th and 15. Darnold looking. Pressure. Just going to have to float it up. It's going to be picked off from Brisker. And with that, that can pretty much end the ball game. That will do it. We can pretty much now run out the clock. I know they have 1 timeout left, but we should be absolutely good. And that is it. 34-19 is going to be your final. This was a pretty tough one, I'd have to say. I thought Seattle played us pretty well. But yeah, it's just that 3rd and 20, absolute killer to allow Caleb Williams to pick up around 24 yards to get the first. But another perfect rating. That's 2 times this season. 17-21, 4 touchdowns, 287 through the air for Caleb Williams. A perfect game. Man, he has had a crazy season. Swift with 66, Mitchell with 46. And Luther Burden, 8 for 122, 3 touchdowns. Adunze had 3 for 73 and a touchdown. Yeah, see, Colston Love in this game, 2 for 20. It's just going to happen. It's going to happen. Valentine actually had a really good game. Same with Walter Nolan and Macklin. 4 sacks, combined for those two. I mean, we had 7 sacks in the game. Brisker with that late pick. But Caleb Williams has an upgrade. Just do field general. Yeah. And he's up to a 96 with morale. +3 throw under pressure. Right now, he's got to be the league, the leader for MVP. I know we're only, 5-6 weeks in. So, but he is putting up, this guy right here is putting up season. How he's all, maybe we'll get a shot soon to get him up to an X Factor. And then Cole Wakefield, the rookie, hasn't much time, but at least he gets an upgrade. He'll get some there. Pass coverage, we'll get +3 man, 1 play rec, 1 zone, 1 awareness. So that'll help him out. Offensive player of the week there for Caleb Williams. That will be number 2 so far this season. Both games, obviously, with a perfect rating. So, we're sitting at 5-0. Let's take a look at Caleb Williams. 15 touchdowns, 1 pick, 77 completion percentage. So far allowed 4 sacks. I think they almost all came in that game. I think that's a little wrong sometimes. Yeah. Because then we get sacked in the Green Bay game. I don't know. Take a look at the sliders. You can see 35 accuracy, and we have the computer at 98 defensive reaction and 98 pass coverage. I know the picks are a little bit down, but it's not like we're playing on anything crazy. We're playing on all Madden. Anything really easy, all Madden difficulty. So it's still tough. Green Bay ended up losing that game, so they dropped to 2-3. We're 5-0. Detroit's 2 behind us. Giants and Eagles now tied again. Atlanta still at 4-1. San Francisco at 4-1. So you got some pretty good competition here in the NFC. Looks like we do have a receiver breakout. Wow, we haven't had many of these at all in this franchise. We have a receiver breakout. I'm hoping that's Luther Burden for a possible, X factor. You can see he's 2nd in the league yardage behind Jamar Chase by 6 yards. He has 7 touchdowns, and Christian Watson has 7 as well. Look at Anthony Richardson going crazy there. But we take on now the Baltimore Ravens. They are 3-2. I think they're a little bit banged up as well. But this is going to be a tough test against a really good team. Super Bowl champs a few years ago. Lamar Jackson's going to give you trouble. So this will be a tough test at 5-0 to see if we can remain unbeaten. Minnesota after that. But that's going to do it for this one. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you so much for all the support. I really do appreciate it. Hit that like button, subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. You guys have a good one. Bye-bye.